Hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to learn river ecosystem, which is one of the parts of environmental studies. So let's start. What is a river? A river is a natural flowing water course, usually fresh water, flowing towards an ocean, sea, lake or another river. तो ये तो समझ में आ रहा है कि एक नेचुरली फ्लोइंग वाटर कोर्स है, वाटर बॉडी है जो कि फ्रेश वाटर जनरली होता है, सल्टी नहीं होता है एंड इट फ्लोज टुवर्ड्स ओशियन, समुंदर की तरफ या फिर कोई और लेक की तरफ या फिर कोई दूसरे नदी की तरफ वो फ्लो करती रहती है. नाउ रिवर इकोसिस्टम हैव फ्लोइंग वाटर दैट इज मोस्टली यूनिडायरेक्शनल. सो एक ही डायरेक्शन में वो फ्लो करती रहती है ज़्यादातर. A state of continuous physical change. There is a continuous change in the physical state of the river. उसका physical state continuously change होता रहता है. उसका जो environment वो change होता रहता है. Many different and changing microhabitats. So river it contains a large number of and changing of course it changes over the time. Microhabitats उसमें रहते हैं जो कि फ्लो के ऊपर डिपेंड करते हैं. ज़्यादा गहरा पानी है तो फिर वहाँ दूसरी तरह का माइक्रो हैबिटेट्स रहते हैं. अगर पानी कम गहरा है तो फिर वहाँ दूसरे अलग तरह का माइक्रो हैबिटेट्स रहते हैं. वेरिएबिलिटी इन द फ्लो रेट्स ऑफ वाटर. द फ्लो ऑफ वाटर, द रेट ऑफ फ्लो ऑफ वाटर, it is different at different places. Plants and animals that have adapted to life within water flow conditions. The abiotic factors. तो इसमें एबायोटिक और बायोटिक दो फैक्टर्स होते हैं. तो पहले आते हैं हम लोग एबायोटिक फैक्टर्स की तरफ. उसमें क्या क्या होता है? फर्स्ट वन इज वाटर फ्लो. वाटर फ्लो इज द मेन फैक्टर दैट मेक्स रिवर इकोलॉजी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम अदर वाटर इकोसिस्टम्स. दिस इज नोन एज ए लोटिक दैट इज फ्लोइंग वाटर सिस्टम. जो रिवर हमेशा फ्लो करता रहता है. The strength of water flow varies from torrential rapids to slow backwaters. Flow can be affected by sudden water input from slow melt, rain and underground water. Water flow can alter the shape of riverbeds through erosion and sedimentation, creating a variety of changing habitats. The next abiotic factor is substrates. Substrates is the surface on which the river organisms live. रिवर का जो बॉटम पोर्शन होता है, निचले हिस्सा होता है, वहाँ जहाँ पर ऑर्गेनिजम्स रहते हैं उसको कहते हैं सबस्ट्रेट. एंड दैट पार्ट इज वेरी मच इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर द सर्वाइवल ऑफ द ऑर्गेनिजम्स और एक्वाटिक लाइफ्स. It may be inorganic, consisting of geological material from the catchment area such as boulder, pebbles, gravels, sand or silt, pitcher. Or it may be organic including fine particles, leaves, wood, moss and plants. Substrate is generally not permanent and is subject to large changes during flooding events. जब फ्लड होता है तो उस सबस्ट्रेट का जो कंटेंट है वो जनरली वेरी करता रहता है, चेंज होता रहता है. नेक्स्ट इज लाइट. इट इज अनदर फैक्टर, बायोटिक फैक्टर. Light provides energy for photosynthesis, which produces the primary food source for the river. It also provides refuge for prey species in the shadow it casts. The amount of light received in a flowing waterway is variable. It constantly changes. Deep rivers tend to be more turbulent and particles in the water increasingly weaken light penetration as the depth increases. तो जैसे जैसे डेप्थ इंक्रीज होता है, गहराई बढ़ता रहता है नदी में, तो वहाँ लाइट ज़्यादातर नहीं पहुँच पाती है. Temperature is another factor. Water temperature in rivers vary with the environment. जैसे कि environment change होता है, water का temperature भी vary करता रहता है. Water can be heated or cooled through radiation at the surface and conduction to or from the air and surrounding substrate. Temperature differences can be significant between the surface and the bottom of deep, slow-moving rivers. Climate, shading, and elevation are all affect climate, shading, and elevation all affect water temperature. So water temperature को affect करते हैं climate की condition, shading और elevation. Species living in these environments are called poikilotherms. Their internal temperature varies to suit their environmental conditions. Chemistry. Now, dissolved inorganic matter and major ions like calcium, sodium, magnesium, potassium, bicarbonate, sulfide, chloride, etc. are present in river bodies. Dissolved inorganic nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, silica are also there, which are consumed by the aquatic lives present in the river. Suspended and dissolved organic matters are also there due to the decomposition of various organic matters, decomposition of various plants, gases like nitrogen, nitrous oxide, carbon dioxide, oxygen gases are also present in the dissolved form. Trash metals and pollutants are also there in river. Next is the biotic factors. First one is bacteria. You can see the picture of bacteria here. So rivers, they generally contain bacteria. Bacteria are present in large numbers in lotic waters. Free living forms are associated with the decomposing organic material, biofilm, on the surface of rocks and vegetation in between particles that compose the substrate and suspended in the water column. Bacteria play a large role in energy recycling. Another biotic factor is primary producers. Algae, here you can see algae consisting of phytoplankton and periphyton are the most significant sources of primary production. Phytoplankton float freely in the water column and thus are unable to maintain population in fast flowing stream. अगर रिवर का फ्लो बहुत फास्ट है तो फिर वहाँ ठीक से फाइटोप्लैंक्टन ग्रो नहीं कर पाते. Periphyton are typically filamentous and tough algae that can attach themselves to objects to avoid being washed away by fast currents. Other biotic components are insects like dragonfly, Other biotic components are insects like dragonfly, like Dempsey, some invertebrates, small fishes, big fishes or large fishes. So these are all biotic components. Again, birds, they are also there in river. We can see them in river. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you.